It's a very simple thing that all business activity is towards meeting a need of a client. Everything flows from there. So obviously it's client first. So we chose the whole process of creating a brand, seeing what we are promising and trying to deliver it. The second part is the culture that, hey, you know, you are alive today because of the fact that there is a client. If you can't do a soldier's job well, you will not be an effective general. You can't fight a war if every soldier says, "मैं यहाँ जाता हूँ." How will it work?
Sure.
I had a leadership team
Right.
that didn't align, so I sacked them. Strategies and cultures emanate from the top. Either we are aligned or we are out. It is delivery that creates conviction. Then whatever you say will not matter. We'll deliver 8%.
Right.
Are you happy with it? When there is opportunity in this wonderful economy to grow it at 14, 15%, your choice. I think the very fact that we wanted to create a brand
Right.
was conviction oriented and not followed by majority. The only way to repay your parents is to bear children.
Pay it forward, as they say.
Pay it forward.
Peter Drucker famously said, "Management is doing things right, leadership is about doing the right things." And that's exactly what Mr. Rakesh Rawal has done over the last 18 years of being CEO at Anand Rathi Wealth Limited. Creating an organization that thrives on community and collaboration while delivering a 16% annualized return for its customers with half the risk of Nifty. Hi, I'm Divya Srinivasan, and it's my absolute honor to bring to you the concluding episode of our series, Rakesh Rawal Uncomplicated. Through the series, we have tried to do a deep dive into the wisdom and conviction that defines the leadership style of Mr. Rakesh Rawal. This episode, Clients, Growth and Mentorship, is about understanding the client-first mindset and also the mentoring spirit that defines Anand Rathi Wealth and the future of leaders that it's shaping. Hello, Mr. Rakesh Rawal. Such a pleasure to have you today.
Lovely to meet you again.
Yes,
and
I have
to be
worked
with you, Divya.
Absolutely. We worked together for 18 years. And
Actually more, but yes, 18 years
in 18 years in Anand
Anand
Rathi.
Rathi.
And I think about 21, 22 years in all.
Absolutely.
And what a pleasure it's been. And I'm so happy to be given the opportunity to speak to
Absolutely.
you
And you
today.
haven't changed, Divya. Amazing.
I'm going to skip that one, sir. Anyway, let's talk first about clients. Okay, Anand Rathi Wealth has so consciously been built on a client-first philosophy. What does that really mean to you?
It's a very simple thing that all business activity is towards meeting a need of a client. So it starts from there's a client and there's a need that needs to be met. Everything flows from there. So obviously it's client first,
Sure.
right? Now if you just reverse it, it is business first. And therefore, then you're saying, hey, if I have to grow this business, the client is necessary, and therefore his needs are secondary to my business. Yeah? Isn't that something like putting the cart before the horse?
Sure.
Yeah? So the natural flow is that there's a client, there's his need. Can I do something to meet it in the best possible manner? And if I do that, I have a business. That's what client first means.
Got it. And how do you make sure that all your RMs, all the people in your company, the length and breadth of your company actually eats, breathes, and lives this philosophy?
See, there are two parts to it. One is what is the objective and the strategy that you follow. So, for example, as you know, all of us follow an objective for the client of trying to create 15.5% return.
Sure.
And then we've also devised a mechanism which delivers 15.5. Yeah. It is the same mechanism that is being perpetuated by all of us. So it's like if you create a brand and if you have Lux, then the same Lux is going to every consumer of Lux. And therefore his experience is going to be the same. That's what we're trying to do. The other way of building this is that, hey, what kind of soap do you want? Somebody says, I want Lux. Somebody says, I want this, I want this. Then you have a complete khichdi of what you're delivering. So you never know what you're delivering. Yeah. So we chose the whole process of creating a brand, seeing what we are promising and trying to deliver it. So that's the functionality part of ensuring that client is first. The second part is the culture. Yeah. That, hey, you are alive today because of the fact that there is a client. And therefore serving him well, isn't it comes naturally to a human being? Supposing somebody is giving you your benefits, shouldn't you be grateful to that person? Shouldn't you have that person's interest in your heart? Right? So I think the cultural aspect of it, creates an atmosphere where you have this internal desire to do best for the client. And that's how you try and, deliver this to the client, of being client first.
Got it. And how do you build conviction in clients, particularly when markets go through some uncertain times?
See, the markets by definition are volatile.
Sure.
Yeah. And for a person who starts off with rupees 100 and his starting point is he sees a downside in the market of 10%. Yeah. And he sees that his 100 has become 90. Yeah. Will he be unhappy? Surely he'll be unhappy. Yeah. So you have to understand that he's going to be unhappy. And then with a whole lot of data, you have to try and say, hey, this too shall pass. And hold his hand through that period of negativity. And, data has shown that, hey, negativity, then you get positivity. And over a period of time, the Nifty ends up giving 11% return.
Sure.
Yeah. So every negativity was countered by a positivity. And that positivity gave a residual return of 11%. Yeah. So this too shall pass. As long as you are empathetic with him and you are holding his hand, you will take him through this journey of overcoming negativity. If you start a client who starts and markets jump up, excellent. But over a period of time, things become, they become normal and averaged. And once he spends more time with you, if he spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, then he has seen the ups and the downs and he sees the averages being delivered. I think at the end of the day, it is delivery that creates conviction.
Right.
If you have a promise of 14 and you end up with 5, 10, 6, 7, 8, then whatever you say, will not matter.
Got it.
Yeah. It's again the brand, If you have a certain promise of Lux, and then when you open the wrapper, it's cracked and it's all kinds of things, people give up Lux. Yeah. Similarly, any brand that you create, a wealth management brand, if you are delivering promise, it'll stay, it'll perpetuate. If you don't deliver, it'll fall by the wayside.
Got it. Which leads me to my follow-up question. How do you strike that fine balance between telling a customer what he really wants to hear versus what he needs to hear, which I believe is our job as advisors?
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is that's true for anybody. No? I go to a doctor and I want to hear that all is well. Yeah. But he'll tell you what is. Yeah. And why is it important? Because then you know what is the base from where you're starting. If that base is vague, yeah, then you don't know which direction you're going. Yeah, so it's important to establish the base. It is sometimes hard, sometimes not so hard. Yeah, but then with time, acceptability comes. oh, I am suffering from a disease, then you work on it and you get out of it.
Sure.
So it's a difficult task. But if you build a relationship and you navigate the difficult part in the beginning, then you can build a long-term relationship. If you pussyfoot on that and you say, yaar dekhenge, kal karenge, baat karenge, sochenge, then you are all over the place.
Sure.
And one lie will have to be countered by another lie. And so that's the choice that you have. But I think we've chosen a pathway where we say upfront, we analyze his balance sheet, say, hey, this is the way it is, we'll deliver 8%.
Right.
Are you happy with it? When there's opportunity in this wonderful economy to grow it at 14, 15%, your choice. You want to do it, up to you. Otherwise, God bless you in any case.
Absolutely. If a client were to describe his or her Anand Rathi experience, what would you like him or her to say?
Well, I'd like him to say that I have a wonderful RM. He's part of my family now. And I think he's supported by a group of people in his organization who have their brain in the right part of the anatomy and their heart also in the right part of the anatomy.
Got it. Nice one. Well, Anand Rathi has grown immensely under your leadership. What is the one growth milestone that you're particularly proud of?
Well, I don't know. I think it's a journey. I think, first of all, I'm very proud of the fact that you were the first one to join us. And therefore, it's like if you're scoring a century, the first run that gets you off the mark is something which is very dear to your heart. And thereafter, the first few RMs who joined us with nothing but faith and trust in each other. There wasn't a full-blown strategy. There wasn't a great brand name known in the world. So it was like any other startup. And therefore, I'm very, very, happy that all these people joined and very grateful to them.
Sure.
And then, of course, the journey started. And I think despite many or quite a few events which could have killed this business, managing those events and with God's grace, getting out of them and being alive, I'm grateful to him. I think that the biggest turning point of our business was Firoz's joining us in 2012. I think that changed the tan theta, so to say. Yeah, I think we were at a certain growth trajectory, a certain knowledge trajectory. Both growth, knowledge, enthusiasm, energy, new ideas. I think this whole trajectory changed with Firoz joining us in 2012. So if I have to be, most grateful for, I think Firoz's joining 2012 was something that I'll be very, very grateful for. And thereafter, I think it is arithmetic, things kept expanding, and there was, the IPO, which was, with God's grace, successful. The business growth thereafter, 16 quarters of results, of average 30% growth, with a very bright future. So I think that I don't know if you can just classify it as one event, but you are very grateful for as life sort of shows you newer heights.
Sure.
And I'm grateful and I'm enjoying the journey so far.
Wonderful. Talking about results, how do you encourage your teams to focus on the long-term objective rather than just short-term wins?
I think the point is that the client has to have long-term wins. And if the client has long-term wins, we'll have long-term wins.
Sure.
Yeah. If I try and tinker around with this and try and get personal short-term wins, it'll be at the cost of the client. Yeah. Now, it's up to you. If you indulge in that activity, you are, chopping your own feet. And I think I have smart people, and they know where uh, their long-term interest is. And I have full faith and trust that they will not do so. And secondly, I think that every organization has systems and processes that, hey, in case somebody for some reason is going astray, then he should be adequately counseled.
Got it.
So we are able to broadly be in the journey and the direction that we want the company to be in.
Got it. Was there any particular growth decision that you can recall that required you to trust your conviction rather than go with consensus?
No, this is the starting point. I think the very fact that we wanted to create a brand
Right.
was conviction oriented and not followed by majority. I can't think of a single wealth management outfit which is delivering lux, so to say. So it started with that conviction, and it was questioned heavily as we went along. And you're familiar with 3 of my leaders saying, hey, this is not the way that we want wealth management business to perpetuate. And the promoters backed me, fortunately for me and for them, and said that we'll follow and try and see if we can create a brand. We've reached somewhere. I'm not for a moment saying that I am Hindustan Lever, but I think we've reached somewhere in that journey. And I'm sure people like you, Divya, and Feroz, and the rest of you will, with time, create a perfect brand out of this business.
Got it. Got it. Moving to your ideas on mentorship and leadership, what is the one lesson you hope every future leader of Anand Rathi can carry forward with them from you?
Well, I think I've simply followed a principle which says somebody helped you in your reaching where you are. And that person doesn't need anything from you because he's moved on. So how do you repay?
Sure.
Yeah, you repay by helping somebody else. The only way to repay your parents is to bear children.
Pay it forward, as they say.
Pay it forward. Yeah. So because then you realize that what all they went through, and you appreciate the efforts they put in. Otherwise, it's just theoretical. So I think every human being on the one side is a student and the other side is a teacher. Yeah. All of us at whatever stage of life, we are learning something, and therefore somebody is mentoring me on that subject. And I am teaching somebody something, and therefore I am mentoring that person. So I think it's just 2 sides of the same coin.
Sure.
It goes together, mentorship and being a student. And a human being is it can be and should be perhaps a student till the time of his death. Yeah, there's so much yet to learn, and one life is never enough.
Got it.
On the other hand, all youngsters should be willing to learn, and like I said earlier somewhere, that humility is so important because that allows you to pay attention in class.
Got it. Got it. If a young RM today were to ask you, what does it take to be a great leader in Anand Rathi, what would be your response to that individual?
Well, I think it's there are two parts to it. One is your functional expertise,
Sure.
and like I was looking at a video of Mr. R.
Gopalakrishnan.
Gopalakrishnan, who was the ex-vice chairman of Hindustan Lever, and he said that if you can't do a soldier's job well, yeah, you will not be an effective general. Yeah. So I think prowess in your functionality is a given. And the second thing is your genuine desire to help people, to elevate them, to make them better professionals as well as better human beings. Yeah, I think that then gives you the energy and that is required to mentor people and bring them up.
Got it.
And I think that's what the role of a leader is.
Got it. So, how do you keep your leadership team aligned in case their opinions differ?
Well, like I told you, Divya, I had a leadership team
Right.
that didn't align, so I sacked them.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a simple thing. Strategies and cultures emanate from the top, right? And either we are aligned or we are out. It's a simple
Got it. The
exercise.
message is clear. Got it.
Because I can't, nobody, you can't fight a war. If every soldier says, मैं यार आज उरी चलता हूँ यार, मैं यहाँ जाता हूँ, how will it work?
Sure.
Yeah. So I think it's a 0-1 situation.
Right.
Yeah. You can give inputs while creating strategies. Everyone's inputs are welcome. At the end of the day, you take a decision.
Right.
Then everyone has to be aligned to it.
Right.
And then you reach heights.
Got it.
And it's very important. Even one single person can, change the direction and the pace of your achievement.
Sure.
So I'm unkind to people who are not part of the strategy.
Got it. Is there any particular leadership lesson that you have learned in the process of mentoring, such a large team?
Well, I just said that both these that I talked about, culture and is something which is mandatory to have.
Got it.
If you have to be a good leader, and it's as simple as that. So there's no compromise. I can't be a leader without being good at the functionality. I can't be a good leader if I don't have a good heart.
Got it. What do you think is the most underrated quality in a good leader?
I think that the functionality is more measurable, and therefore I think larger weightage is given to that, and lesser weightage is perhaps given to the human side of it. And I think that organizations that have got that right are likely to go far ahead than organizations where this equation is not balanced.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think they're both, important ingredients. And if you want a tasty dal, then you have to have the right amount of salt in it as well. A small part, but it can make so much of a difference to the ultimate objective. Yeah.
Right.
So I think getting the right balance is very important.
Got it. And as the series concludes, is there any one message that you want people who are listening to this, be it clients, be it future RMs, be it current leaders, to take away from your philosophy to work, your philosophy to life?
I think that we are in this business of wealth creation, and there's a huge focus on creating a wealth. I think all of us also need to pay equal amount of energy and time and thought of how to utilize that wealth, right? And we need to have, as I call, guiltless consumption. I think we need to make sure that whatever our aspirations are to give to our children, that should be taken care of before. Then for the balance, I think that we need to up the ante of our responsibility to society.
Sure.
Yeah. And find ways and means of making it happen than to hide behind a simple statement, I want to do it, but पता नहीं वो पैसा वो ठीक है, वो ठीक करेगा, वो नहीं करेगा, वो पैसा लेके भाग जाएगा. So I think if we say that, hey, I am going to find something, then I will do find. But so I want all my friends to energize themselves in the area of giving more than what they have thus far done.
Got it. What a wonderful note to conclude this session on, sir. Thank you so much. Your reflections on clients, conviction, growth, all of that has truly accomplished the purpose of this episode, which is to show that leadership defines success that lasts generations, and care and wealth can actually compound together. Thank you so very much. It's been my honor and my pleasure.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you for giving me your time and, having this episode. And I'm always and will always be grateful to you for being that one first person who then galvanized my confidence that, hey, I could do it. Thank you.
What a journey it's been, sir. Thank you
Lovely.
so much.
Thank you. God bless you.